Hi everybody, I hope that you guys are doing well. For anybody new tuning in, my name is Gabriella. Welcome to the channel. Before we get into the reading, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. It looks like there's a focus on a new beginning, maybe something that's finally materialized for you, maybe something that you're starting. We're starting off with the Three of Cups. You may be going to an event, you may be hanging out with somebody, meeting up with somebody, maybe celebrating something. I'm hearing upcoming. This is upcoming. Definitely a gathering of people. You may be having mixed feelings about this. Meaning, you could be invited somewhere, but there may be a reason that you don't want to go, actually. The Three of Cups, the way that I'm seeing this is like somebody wants to get together with you, or you could be like invited somewhere and you're like, I'm not really feeling it. Remember, energies can be reversed. This can be somebody else too. If you're not feeling it, you're being guided to stay true to what it is that you're feeling. Like if this thing is not resonating with you, don't take it. Be honest with yourself about that. I'm hearing you're having that feeling for a reason. Yeah. This feels like one of those moments where you can listen to your intuition and avoid something, or you could ignore your intuition and go anyway and have a moment where you're like, wow, my intuition was telling me not to and I really should have listened to it. It's one of those situations. It looks like you're working on kind of finding your voice and being comfortable. Regardless of whether or not you're comfortable, it's like actually listening to your intuition and then following suit in relation to your actions. So if you have a feeling like I don't want to go to this, or this isn't really resonating with me, or that's not the type of place that I want to be, having the strength and the willpower and the like showing up for yourself to be like, yeah, I'm gonna let you know that I'm not coming, and actually don't go to it. For some of you, you feel like you have a lot that you're responsible for taking care of, and you don't feel like you have time to be doing this, or you just don't want to. Regardless, there are other things that you want to be doing that kind of matter more to you, it seems. Because the Three of Cups could be something that's more of like a social pressure type of situation, but you have other things that you're doing where you're like, you know what, this see, here's the thing with it being the Three of Cups, like this could be something that you think like maybe that would be fun to do, but I'm seeing you actually turn it down because you're like, I have something else to be working on, and this seems like it's related to like what you're building and your responsibilities. So it's kind of like, pick which one you want to do. You can't do both of them. And I'm seeing there be a very strong preference not to go to whatever this gathering is, or like hang out with that person, or go to that event. You have business to take care of is what I'm seeing. It looks like there's a lot of responsibility weighing on you. I'm seeing you have a lot on your plate right now. Not in a way where you're taking on too much, but it's more so like things that it's your responsibility to tend to that you seem like quite happy tending to. and that need your attention. It does feel like work-related stuff or things along those lines. Okay. There may also be like even more of a reason now that it's coming to light as to why you may not want to see this person or like hang out in that setting. You would feel, what this is looking like is that you would feel if you went and hung out in that setting of whatever it is that you're being invited to, you would feel that you may maybe behave in a way that you feel like is out of alignment with you. This also looks like kind of a, I'm hearing party starter energy. Maybe it's just something that you're not really feeling resonates with you. Because there's something about like making decisions and not really thinking about what's happening, and like maybe when you get around that person or that group of people, you start doing things where you could like maybe spend more than you want to spend, or maybe just like be participating in things that you don't want to be participating in, stuff like that. Like not when you look at it from a zoomed out perspective anyway. It can be other things too, just like impulsive behavior in general that you feel would make things more difficult or more stressful for you. So it seems like, are we going to emphasize what's going on socially for us right now, just in this moment, or are we really going to show up for our responsibilities? And I'm seeing there be, this isn't like you can pick whatever one you have a preference for. I'm seeing there's already a preference that's being shown here, where like it will actually not resonate with you to go to whatever social thing this is. Yeah, you may feel like this would be disruptive to your commitments. You would feel like this would conflict with the harmony of what you do have. Yes. Yeah, something would even be tempting in like a shadow type of way is what I'm seeing. I'm getting something coming through about strength of character. It's like this, you have a commitment, it looks like you have some sort of really important commitment that you have within your life, and by participating in whatever this is, you know that you would be sabotaging this commitment, and it's something that you clearly care for. And it would be very short-sighted to do that too, is what I'm seeing as well. Like, you know that this wouldn't be... You know that this wouldn't be coming from, like, a high vibrational place. A place of clear conscientiousness. You know that it would be coming from here. And that seems why you feel less motivated to hang out in whatever setting that is. There's something that's going on that wouldn't sit well with you. It feels like morally more than anything. And it could even be to the point where, like, if you went to whatever thing this is, you may do something or be in some sort of environment that would then bring out this part of you that would maybe not want to be honest with somebody about what you're doing. Because it may not necessarily be something that you would be proud of. I'm seeing this is also a great opportunity for you to work with and integrate your shadow, which means bringing light to something rather than shying away from it. So this is about kind of having like a conference call with your shadow and seeing what's going on here. Like what the fear is, what the anxiety is about, what the avoidance is about, any of that stuff. Or like why you don't want to do a specific thing. Like rather than... It feels like it's a moment where you can really dissect what's going on here and like really learn more about yourself within this situation. Like a prime opportunity to do shadow work. I will say this straight up. I'm definitely getting something about like this social setting or hanging out with this person, wanting to avoid it because there's something that looks like cheating on a commitment or something like that I'm seeing that. Like, I'm not seeing this necessarily as, this doesn't only have to be your commitment. This can be a situation with another person too, where you're like, oh, they're in a relationship. Like, I don't want anything to happen between us that would compromise my integrity within a situation, anything like that. It doesn't only have to be a relationship, but some sort of commitment where like something shady would be going on that like you wouldn't feel good about at the end of the day. So this is about listening to your intuition, and like we can avoid that whole chapter by just following what your gut is telling you rather than having to go through this, because there's a reason why you feel deterred from this scenario over here. And you have the option not to put yourself in that situation. And I mean, it doesn't just have to be like a cheating energy. This could be like doing something that then you would be like lying to somebody about something that you're doing. Or just like not feeling good about it. Can really be lots of different things. You have to set boundaries. And really look at this and analyze it and figure out what you want to do. What it seems this all comes back to is recognizing the commitments that you have, recognizing like what it is that you have built in your life and what it is that you want to maintain, and how your behavior is going to align with you like really showing up for yourself. And really staying true to yourself and what you're doing, and not being influenced by people outside of yourself, but rather being influenced by you and your intuition and what you feel like is right for you, rather than like succumbing to social pressure. Because this is going to be a situation where if you don't show up for yourself, you're going to feel a lack of unity and a lack of harmony with yourself. However, if you are like honoring the commitments that you have made, like first and foremost with you and yourself, this is an opportunity for you to feel more at home with and more at peace with your relationship with yourself. Yeah, so it seems like now that we've come to this conclusion, it's about doing what needs to be done, taking action in a way that you feel good about. Yeah, if something's going on that you feel is trying to pull you in a direction that you are not trying to go in, you're going to need to actively set boundaries is what I'm seeing. Because somebody may be like kind of persuasive or like even seductive or charming in the way that they're trying to like pull you in a particular direction, but I'm seeing that you definitely have the ability to stand up for what you believe in and to advocate for yourself. It's just a matter of actually doing that. And also too, keep in mind, I'm seeing the 6 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. This seems like there's a heavy focus on your values and whether or not you're showing up for them. Walking the walk. I'm just looking at Leo here. Okay, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.